are getting ready for a date. Wait till you guys are a little bit more filtered in. Hi Vader, hi Rob. Hello Angel, how are you? Hi Supon. Trying to open this can of Alani so I can have an Alani teeny, which is one of my faves. Hi Simon. I haven't drank alcohol in weeks and I'm having some today, so wish me luck. I am gonna serve some tea on this. I'm basically going on a date in like an hour, so I'm getting ready for it. It's kind of a last minute get ready. I normally like to be ready in advance. Elliot, shush. But I think I'm gonna wear this outfit. It's cute and very casual. It's like capris, which are really in right now. We'll decide at the end, but it is what it is. Oh my god, Ellie was freaking out over what? I don't even know fully if the date's gonna happen, because he asked me today, and he's kind of been like wishy-washy, like not wishy-washy, but just like not giving me the details till like the day of, and I'm like, what the hell? Ooh, haven't drank alcohol in a hot minute, and I'm kind of already regretting my decision. But basically, Elio. He always stops to make sure that I'm forcing him. It's not a coffee date. So basically, he asked me, do you want to do a park date or like a cocktail lounge date? And I was like, cocktail lounge date. I'm not meeting with you in a park and like, you know, like what will happen? Who knows? So yeah, I said cocktail lounge. So it's like a nice little cocktail lounge. It's like kind of a little bit more casual, but still like chic, I guess. I don't know. So that's the vibes we're on today. I am just gonna do like a soft, natural, like cute makeup. I don't know. I'm 30, like I'm not, you know, trying to impress anyone to that degree anymore. Just gonna like be myself. I'm like, this is like low stakes for me. And like there's full opportunity for him to cancel too, because I don't know, he hasn't answered me since I said yes. So we'll see. I'm gonna message him at 7 o'clock and be like, hey, are we still down? I'm about to leave, or whatever. Maybe 7:30, because it doesn't take that long for me to get there. I might even ride a bike there, I don't know. So, perks of living in a huge metropolis. You can just get anywhere you want with ease. How's everyone else doing today? I was feeling kind of ugly today. Like I didn't know if I wanted to go on that date. I mean, I'm not even one date deep, so nothing is closed. There's no case closed. Hi, Carlos. Hey, my friend, how are you doing in your dog? Good, good. Thank you for asking, Casey. Yeah, no, I would not do a park for the first date. Death. But no, this guy seems nice. He seems like a little more artsy, a little more liberal, and he has 2 sisters. So he just doesn't seem like someone that's like gonna be, you know, an imbecile. I feel like as soon as you see a guy has like women in his life platonically, like sisters, a good relationship with his mother, like, you know, like that kind of stuff goes a long way for me, because otherwise you could end up dating like a misogynist or like someone who, you know, their vibe is off. So it's good to like see these signifiers. Sophia asked, does he know the tea? I think he does. I know that sounds horrible because then everyone's like, no, he doesn't. I can't confirm or deny because we've had such a little conversation, but it is on my profile. Like, it says it first that I'm trans. And he did send me a rose. So I feel like he has to have like read my profile a little bit in order to send a rose. Like, why would you send a rose to someone and not read their profile? So I feel like he must have seen it. But if he didn't, I'm gonna ask him like after the first date. I just didn't feel like bringing it up and having the full conversation over Hinge. If like, I don't know, it just, we never even like had like a, oh, so tell me about yourself moment. It was basically like cut straight to the chase. Like, he was like, I want to take you out. Are we doing this or this? And I was like, well, I would prefer this. And then there was never like a conversation after that, which is kind of weird. So, but it's on my profile. We all know people don't read profiles sometimes, but I feel like at this point in time he would have. It's been like 2 weeks, so like he'd have to be like really dumb. And if he's that dumb, like I wouldn't want him anyways, in my opinion. I do agree, Sophia, but I will say like lately, especially on Hinge, a lot of men have been reading it and just like unmatching me if they're not into it. And he never unmatched me, so I don't know. He's either really dumb, really careless, or just like down for the vibes. With Hinge, it's also a setting, so HD should know if you enabled the option too. Is it? Because based on my experience on Hinge, I'm matching with all these people who like have no clue and they like unmatch me afterwards, which is fine, but like it's just a waste of my time. So I'm like, why the fuck did you even like send me a like? So I don't know. I don't know what to believe at this point in time. I don't know. But either way, I'm just going to like meet and have fun. Thank you so much, Jinx. You're so sweet. It's always nice to be like pumped up before a date, you know, because I feel kind of ugly myself today. I don't know, I just... So, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm just like buffing. I'm thinking I'm gonna blow dry my hair and then do like a nice little soft wave vibe. I ate some Subway just like a half an hour ago. I think it's always good to like be pretty full when you go on a date, because that way you're not going to be disappointed if like the food's bad or you don't get enough food, or you know, like it's not going to sour anything because you're mostly there to meet the other person, right? So I like to go into a date fully satisfied with myself, whether that means like, you know, having a light buzz on my own or like being full beforehand, and then that way the date can just be a conduit for conversation and not like something that you're depending on for like a meal or like a, you know, that kind of vibe. And then that way you can just like leave if you want to and not have any kind of investment in the actual event that you're doing. And you can look kind of cute, just like I'll have a little salad. Meanwhile, I already had a Big Mac. I've done that before. Yes. It's funny, on his profile he said that he's looking for like his Audrey Plaza or something like that. Aubrey Plaza. I don't really know if I fit that vibe, but hey. That's funny, Kevin. Yeah, I went on a date last year with a lawyer, and it didn't end well because he actually didn't know I was trans. But he was like in love with me after the first date. He was like playfully slapping my arm. He like asked me for a kiss on the cheek. He was like trying to plan our next date. He was telling me he wanted to buy a house in like an expensive neighborhood in Toronto. And he was just like talking all this big talk to try to impress me. And then when he realized I was trans, he was like, what the fuck? No, he just sent me like all these messages being like, what did he say? Like, I'm not even interested in that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wow, dude, you need to calm down. Like, First of all, he lied about his height to me. He also had a huge lisp, which is fine. But I'm like, you already sound like you're part of the LGBT. Like, just calm down, sir. No, they are, Sophia. Like, and the thing is, I could read his insecurity, like, from a mile away. Like, even on the date with him, he was, like, trying to tell me about all these, like, model and actress types that he had gone on dates with. And I was like, why are you telling me this? Like, this is so off-putting and uninteresting to me. And then I realized he was trying to, like, make me feel like nothing special in a way because he was so, like, intimidated. And I was like, the fuck? And he had nothing interesting to talk about himself. Like, no hobby. I'm like, what are you interested in? Any hobbies? He had, like, nothing. Dry spell. I'm like, any movies, shows you watch? Nothing. He was literally, like, so fucking boring. And I was never gonna see him again anyways. I was thinking maybe one more date, but then obviously that got cut short, thank God. Anyways, I'm like... These fucking comments are killing me. I don't know what happened to me. You came across me by chance. I feel really bad. You touched my heart. That's so funny. Who are you? Where did you come from? Honestly, from what I've heard, the number one fear that men have about dating trans women is if the trans woman has a bigger dick than him. Like, honestly, that's literally what it comes down to. That's what they're all afraid of. The guys that I have met that are like the most comfortable and confident being with a trans woman have the biggest dicks of anyone I've ever met in my life. And it's honestly a problem because I don't even like a huge dick. Like, you need like a right boyfriend size. Like, you can't like live a lifelong life and be happy with someone that has like over 9 inches. Like, that's never gonna be, or 8, even over like, I would say 8.5 inches, 8 inches. Too big, sorry. But those are the guys that are the most like confident and like out there. I swear to God, like, trust. Hi, Connor. Thank you so much. Men are stressful, dear. Oh, what's too small? I mean, okay, there's no too big or too small if it's someone you love. At the end of the day, you can find someone who like loves and respects you regardless of that kind of stuff. Like, that's just me being like, you know, shallow and facetious. But I would say on average, probably too small would be like anything less than 4 inches. Like, that's kind of like where people notice and they're like, oh my God, like, that's actually kind of small. But at the end of the day, there's some people who like that. Some girls have something called vaginismus, where like their muscles are like too tight and like their, I guess their vaginal canal is like too short. And so they wouldn't want anything bigger than that, you know? You just have to find your right person. Body parts are body parts. At the end of the day, we're all spirits inhabiting this earth. Okay, skin is looking actually kind of good today, which is a blessing. I might go in with a bit of bronzer just to like warm up. Is this a cute outfit, you guys? Like, it's casual enough, showing off a little bit of titty, giving it like a little bit of cuteness, right? Okay. We haven't even got to the eye makeup yet, so just bear with me. What's his career? Let me check. Okay. Kind of weird, because he kind of gives like an indie vibe, like, you know, like plays guitar, sings, like lives in the West End, that kind of vibe. But his job is software something. software product manager. What makes you do face before eye? I start with eye. I probably should start with the eye. It's just what I always did ever since I was like literally 19. I should probably do the eye first. Thank you. I know, I always make a mess, so I should definitely be starting with the eye. Like, that's a good tip. I always forget. I just like, for some reason, my routine is just to start with the skin, then move to the eye, and then do the lips. But it's not smart. At least, like, with my eye makeup, I kind of just do, like, a warm, natural glow, so it's not too dark. Like, it's not gonna, like, have too much fall off. The top is from Urban Outfitters. It's like a cute baby doll top, strapless. I think it looks cute. Hi Chris, my Labor Day was good. I hope yours was good as well. I went on a run, enjoyed the weather. It's been so gorgeous lately. I've been loving it. I do like dark smoky eye looks, but I think for the type of date I'm going on, I want it to be a little bit more natural, and I'm gonna go for like a warmer, bronzed, slightly smoky eye. Kind of like Victoria's Secret 2010 bombshell look. Just like a casual Adriana Lima vibe. Thank you, Nessa. Thank you, Carson. You guys are so sweet. Hyping me up. It's good to feel confident before you go on a date so that you know your worth and your value. And if the date doesn't go well, you can be like, whatever, you know? On to the next. The beauty of your soul has lifted my soul, and I want to stop and look into your eyes. I'm sorry, you won't believe it, but I'm crying right now. That's absolutely insane. Seek therapy. Hopefully they have some drugs that can help you regulate your mood swings. There's no reason why you should be watching this and crying. Seek help. I worked, but I wanted time and a half. I love that. Time and a half. You're a big roller now. Turn off this fan, it like irritates me. Just the noise of like a constant overhead fan. It's like, gets under my skin. I don't do OnlyFans. How many dates attempts do you give a guy? If he has potential, I'll give him 2 dates. But otherwise, it's just one and done. Cause like, I can pretty much tell right away if like we have a vibe or not. And then there's certain situations where it's like you go on like 3, 4, 5 dates, and then something happens and you realize, wait a minute, we're like really incompatible. Like it just doesn't work. Like it's not gonna happen. Because like sometimes you wait till the 3rd, 4th, 5th date to have intimacy with someone, and then you realize, wow, we are not compatible. And then it's like, you gotta end things. That's the way it goes. That's the name of the game. Jordan says, my only hope is to get some 300-pound loser. First of all, like, don't be rude to people who are 300 pounds. Second of all, the only loser here is you. Third of all, I would only ever go on dates with people that I would consider like having serious potential. So that makes one of us. I forgot to ask, did you see the goats at the fair? I did. I saw the llamas. They were like, oh, the goats too. Yeah, I saw them too. There was cute little nanny goats, little baby goats. Why do I talk like that? Because I smoke way too many cigarettes. Thank you, Steven. That's wrong, Jordan. You're so fucking funny. I dated a guy for almost 6 years, and he was 6'4", and he was handsome and tall and had a great job, and he would take me out all the time. He even took me on vacation. What now? This Jordan guy's like projecting so hard. What do you look like, Jordan? What are you struggling with? Other than your shitty personality? Why did we break up? Breakups happen for so many different reasons, but I just felt like that guy that I was with, I don't know, it just wasn't going anywhere. Like we weren't progressing in life, and I had these feelings of like that I wasn't with my person. like, you know, when you spend a lot of one-on-one time together and you're hanging out, and then you start to feel like, wait a minute, I'd rather be hanging out with friends than with my partner. That's when I started to realize, like, maybe we're not as compatible as I was hoping. I just feel like we were on different vibes. We had a lot in common, but at the same time, sometimes you just realize you're not with your person anymore. Thank you, Elvain, you're so sweet. What matters more to me, someone being tall or money? It depends. How tall and how much money? Like, it's a sliding scale, right? Like, I would date someone who's like 5'8" if like everything else about them was like amazing and like we were really compatible. Like, I'm not that shallow, you know? Like, I would go out on a limb and do stuff like that. Like, that's not a big deal to me, you know? And then money-wise, like, I will say, I feel like money is more of like a hard line for me because I grew up with like a dad who like wasn't very financially supportive towards his family. And so I have like a hard line in the sand where I'm like, if I have a man in my life, he has to be financially supportive and like, you know, provide something. You don't have to be rich, but like you have to be able to, you know, sustain yourself and also invite me into your life and treat me sometimes, because I'm gonna do things to treat you, whether it's monetary or otherwise. So like, I just feel like you have to have a standard for yourself of like what you require in a relationship, and that's just my opinion. But I don't need a rich man, I don't need a super tall man, but I need a fucking good man. That's what I need. Instead of going to get a surgery, you should go to mental therapy or something. Honey, I got that part of my brain removed. We're good now. I got my lips pumped and my brain lobotomized. Thank you, hello Dubai. Now I'm incapable of feeling pain. Personality or looks? Definitely personality. I will say, like, if you want to be horned up, you have to have someone who's at least a bit attractive. But there's so many hot people out there that I've like met over the years, and their personalities are so boring. It's like they have nothing going on in their head but thinking about sex and hedonism, and it's like so unphilosophical, not deep. And there's no better intimacy with someone than when you connect on a deeper level, like outside of the physical. Otherwise, you could just be another hole in the sea of holes. You want to feel unique, you want to feel special, you want to feel one of a kind, a hot commodity. And if someone just makes you feel like another cavern on the side of a cliff, it's time to say goodbye. So much, Simon. Do you have go-to questions or moves on first dates to see if the guy is full of shit / compatible? I wish the best for your date tonight. Hopefully he'll be a lovable nerd like you. Thank you. I just like to go in with a positive mindset, be happy and carefree. And then I like to see how many questions they ask me about myself. If they make the entire conversation about them and they're not good at like a two-way, then I'm like, this is kind of off-putting. This guy like clearly only matched with me for one reason, and he doesn't actually care about me at all. He just cares about like what he's gonna get out of this situation. And sometimes like at the end of the day, or like sometimes even in the beginning of the day, I'll say to him like, what about my profile made you want to like swipe for me? Like, what interested you about me? Like, is there anything in particular? And I'll see sometimes guys will squirm, and most of the time they just say, that they liked my photos and the way I looked. And then I'm like, okay, this isn't the man for me. Because if that's all that you say, then that means you didn't really like read my profile. Like I have some weird prompts on my profile. Like I have some weird shit that like really highlight my personality. And if you ignore that, you don't know what kind of crazy you're in for, baby. I'm about to take you on a wild motherfucker ride. Thoughts on one night stands. At the end of the day, if you get something out of that, good for you. Like, live your life, do what you want to do. But I can only speak to my own experience. And I feel like it's not ever like a net positive in the long run for me. Like, I don't know about other girls, but like, I'm probably not gonna have an orgasm from a one night stand. I need to feel like comfortable in myself and with my partner and just feel like confident and feel like secure and feel like in like the right moment for that to happen. So then like, okay, I know I'm already not gonna have an orgasm, so what's the point? Like, it could still be fun, but like, you know. And then on top of that, it's like one of two things. Like, either you're gonna realize this guy like isn't your type and like you end up like not enjoying yourself, or you do like the guy and it was a good experience, but then he could just like ghost you the next day and you're like, wait a minute, what was the point of that? So it just like I feel like it sets you up for failure. Like, I rarely hear of a scenario where someone's like, yeah, I had a one night stand and then it turned into like a beautiful relationship. Like, that's rare to me because you don't know enough about the person from like a one night stand to like keep things going. So to me, it's like, I don't really do that, or at least I try not to. You know, shit happens in life. Sometimes you meet cool people, but at the end of the day, I typically steer clear. It's not my vibe. Love that for you, Natasha. Precisely, Jordan. I'm trying to trick men into dating me. Do you think it's gonna work? Every 6 months, I have to trick a man into being intimate with me because I'm a succubus and I suck the life force out of them. And I'm starting to wilt away and I need to do it again. Looks like Jordan might be my next victim. You guys are already listening to my satanic ritual music, so you're already going to be hypnotized by the transsexual fantasy. Have I ever had a kid? I did push one out 2 years ago, but it went straight into the toilet and then I had flush. You too, Elaine. Best date I ever had? Honestly, it's been so long since I've had a good date. Thank you, Brie. You're so sweet. Oh no, I've got a pimple on my chin. That never happens to me, I swear. You guys see it? It's right here. Ew. Whatever. Otherwise, my skin looks gorgeous. kind of feel like I should, like, I don't know, do some eyeliner or something, because I feel like my eyes look a little bit plain. Thoughts? Prayers? Okay. Looking cute. I think we're ready to do some blow dry and do our hair. That's so exciting, Sierra. Congratulations. And what a beautiful name choice. Okay, I'm gonna grab my hairdryer. BRB. I'm not left-handed, I'm right-handed, but I'm kind of ambidextrous. You guys want to see the shoes I'm thinking of wearing? You guys can tell me if it's too much. I was thinking of wearing these heels, because like with the capris, I feel like it like elevates the look. Let me just... I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it also makes me taller. So I'll probably be like the same height as him. I'm trying to make him clock my T in case he didn't read it on my profile. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see me. You can't really see me back there, but it is what it is. Yeah, everyone smash that thumbs up button. You know what's good to do? Keep protected. I just remembered. Protect your tresses from unbelievable damage. Rub that in. Little foreshadow. I feel a faint red eyeshadow would go with this outfit. I mean, I already have kind of a bronzy eyeshadow on, but I'm just keeping it natural. I want to give like I didn't really try that hard, you know? Model off duty. enough. Honestly, I don't know if I love this outfit. I feel like with the heels, it's kind of giving like too much. I don't know. It's giving like Sex in the City. Okay. Let's do a hair. We want sleek and gorgeous. Nothing less. I honestly don't know if he knows I'm trans, you guys. Like, I really don't know. I might message him and ask him, but I don't even know if I'm going on the date, to be honest. He hasn't answered me since I said, yes, let's do it. Another 20 minutes and be like, are we still on? He's kind of like a little wishy-washy. But if he cancels on me, he cancels on me. And I block him for life and move on. Okay. Yeah, I can wear comfy, not wearing heels. I don't think I'm gonna wear heels. They just didn't feel right, you know? You're gonna have to Shazam all the songs because I have no clue what we're listening to. Okay, let's dive in. Get our hair done. Hair dude. Thank you. I am Tristan. I hope you are too. Exactly, Kevin. You know what's up. Thank you so much, Simon. You're so sweet. I will say, and this is probably conceited sounding, I've never gone on a date and had a guy like not be interested in me. Like not be like, you know, enthusiastic. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm more so worried like, will I be into him? Because then that's awkward. It's like, back away, boys, back away. This is a horrible hair clip. I don't know where I put my other one now. Hi Gerald, thank you so much for the super chat. You're so sweet. You're not into high maintenance women, they run the bills way too high. Well, that's why I don't date poor guys. And you'll find a woman who's willing to settle for a poor man who doesn't treat any women and has low self-esteem. And I wouldn't even consider myself that high maintenance. I just know what I like, know what I want, and I go for it. And I think everyone should do the same. A few things that I would never do. I'd never go on a second date with a guy if he made me pay for the first date. I'd never go on a second date with a guy if he asked me if I got the next one, which has happened to me before. I never saw that guy again, thank God. For me, like, That kind of stuff is awkward. Like, obviously, if we're in a relationship, we're gonna go 50-50 at some point, like with food and stuff or whatever. But like, when you're first dating a woman, to tell her she has to pay for the date, that's crazy to me. Like, I'd rather eat broken glass than sit at a table with a man who wants me to buy him dinner. Get out. That's my vibe. It's just like, as a woman, you want to feel valued and you want to feel appreciated, and you don't feel valued or appreciated if a man won't even buy you a meal. It makes you feel like, you know, a streetwalker. It's like, am I not even worth a meal to you? I think it stems from childhood, having like a chronically cheap and unemployed father, and then being like, I will never allow a man in my life who is like this man. I will never allow a man who is that cheap and selfish in my life. And it just gives you war flashbacks to childhood, to your father shaking the piggy bank looking for gas money. Anyways, favorite rock band? I would say, I don't know. There's so many good ones. I can't pick just one. But huge thank you to Gerald Wimmer. Thank you for the amazing super chats. You are so kind and generous. So, so sweet. If a man picks up the check for me on the date, I am very thankful. Like, I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. This was so nice. I'd love to see you again. Blah, blah, blah. You know. I'm into it. What do I have to offer? What do I have to offer? Stupid question. I'm just kidding. But what do I have to offer? I am, like, I know what I bring to the table, and I think that's what's like hard about dating is like, if a man doesn't like meet me where I'm at, then we have a problem. I live on my own in the most expensive city in Canada, have my own place, have a cute little dog, pay my own bills, live my own life, completely independent of anyone. I am smart, I'm funny, I'm intelligent, I am a great cook. If we're in a relationship, I will cook for you. I will make you filet mignon. I will, you know, make a little white wine reduction risotto. I am classy. I'm also a socialite. I will go and invite you to all of these restaurant openings and events that we go to around the city. I am a generous, compassionate person. Like, I bring so much to the table, you know, and a body. And I keep, you know, meeting these guys who are like living in their parents' basement, like talking about money all the time, being super cheap. And I'm like, well, I don't have a lot of money either, but you're not gonna catch me complaining about it to someone that I hardly know and like really setting the vibes off. One thing I won't do is date a cheap man. I kind of dated one before, and it was just so annoying because they always have more money than what they let on because they don't want to feel obligated to pay for anything because they're greedy as fuck. So I will never deal with that again. And like, I'm not asking for the Taj Mahal. I'm not asking to go to Blue Blood Steakhouse every Wednesday. Like, you know, but would it kill you to treat a girl every once in a while? Is what it is. Alan thought I'd be different, which is so funny. Like, you're trying to imply that, like, it's more desirable to like have lower standards as a woman and to simp for a man who is the bare minimum. Not gonna happen. Know your value. And I wouldn't want a man to settle for a woman who's treating him poorly either. Financial independence is the key to freedom and sadly happiness. So true. I've also like never lived with a boyfriend before. Like never tied up finances with a boyfriend. Never done any of that stuff. So like for all of those of you who think that I'm like it's specifically the men who are like, she's a gold digger, or like giving that kind of impression of me. It's not the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth. I will always have a separate life, and I will always make my own way, as I've done my entire life. Do your hair and leave us alone. So funny. Then get off my page. Like, why are you here? So funny. Funny how like me getting ready for a date and being positive and fun turns into this incel fest with all these men raging in the comments. I mean, I kind of knew that would happen. Anyone who's like bitterly single, angry, and like unable to like find companionship will inevitably click on something like this and express rage at how I'm doing something that you could never do in a million years. But I'll pray for you. Thank you so much, West Bend. You're so sweet. Yeah, maybe Sophia. Men who are that jealous of women, it's the first step. The last step, chopping it off, baby. We got that cute little ringlet going on. Okay, so that's one side. Let's see what it looks like. How is that? That's pretty cute, right? I might curl the bangs a little bit more because they're kind of giving like... Actually, that looks kind of cute, doesn't it? Thank you, Karyops. You're so sweet. I'm a femboy, but what type of makeup should I buy? I feel like femboys look really good with like a little winged liner or like some lashes, some kind of like lip plumper or like juicy lip gloss. Some might say I have too much personality. I've got it in spades, just oozing out of every pore. Have you ever cut your hair before, short? I haven't, but I kind of feel like I would rock like a pixie cut. Like, I've been thinking of it lately. I feel like I have the right bone structure for a pixie cut. I'm just worried that I would mourn having long hair. need to message this guy because he's not answering me. What are you getting ready for? Where are you going? I'm gonna go on a date, potentially, if this guy answers me. He said at 8 o'clock tonight, and it's 7 o'clock, and he hasn't answered me since I was like, yeah, sure. So I'm gonna text him and be like, just want to confirm if we're still on. You're right, Chelsea. I'll at least go for a walk or something. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't even want to go on this date, but then I convinced myself, I'm like, you haven't been on a date in a while, you need to go out and just meet someone, see what the vibes are like. Also, there's this other guy that was talking to me recently, and he seemed really fun. He has like a photo of him stirring a cocktail with a medieval sword, and I was like, you know what, I'm kind of a nerd, and that's like my type of nerd, so there's always him. It better to be single to many feminists. Can you guys believe these incel comments? This man says it's better to be single, there's too many feminists. Like, what? The jokes write themselves. Yes, Elio's barking in the back. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's like right there. Amen to that. Okay. Thank you, Brewski. Hi, Coco. How's it going? Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I should start this series on TikTok where I wear the meta glasses and then I go on dates with guys and I use like a really deep man voice when I first meet them to see how uncomfortable they are. Wouldn't that be funny? And then I act all confused about it. I'm like, what's wrong? That'd be so funny. Do I have hair loss? No. I have too much hair. It's the problem. It takes forever to do. Do you see all this hair? Like, what the fuck? Like on my 30th layer of doing my hair. Okay, we're on our last little pigment. I'm gonna split it into 2 pieces to get the perfect curl. A once over as a straightened method. Oh, that feels kind of crispy. Whatevs. I'm gonna do a full. Should I do a second one? Now we're gonna do a full curl, 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 curl. And then one more. Last one, baby. And then we're free. I don't even care if I'm curling it wrong. Okay. I'm gonna make sure both sides look kind of even-ish. I might have to like adjust the bangs on this side a little bit. Do a little secondary flip here. Just for some volume reasons. Okay, what do you guys think? Cute? Is this cute enough for a date? Do we like the curly bangs? It looks slightly greasy, I don't know why, but I just have to go with it. They look slightly greasy, Coco, but it's fine. I'm just gonna do some hairspray to preserve it. Hi, nice to meet you, I'm Maya. How was your day? Wow, sounds like you're really busy. You wanna go inside and sit down? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, we can sit anywhere. I literally don't care. Okay. I love tequila, that's my favorite, so I'll probably get the margarita. It's delicious. Thank you so much for taking me out. I really appreciate it. Do you have any exciting fall plans? Nice. Cool, cool. Yeah, I know. Hinge is so weird, right? Such a weird app. I honestly didn't even know if we were gonna end up going on a date because it's been like 2 weeks since we matched, but here we are. So what are you looking for? Like something more serious, something more casual? Oh, cool. Me too. Yeah. See where things go, you know? Like that kind of vibe, I feel. You never know what you're signing up for, right? True. When was your last relationship? Oh, you've never had one. And you're 31? Wow, that's interesting. Oh my god, I think I left my oven on. I'll be right back. I'm just kidding. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna message him now and see if he answers me. Okay, I just messaged him. Just want to check if we're still on for 8 before I leave. So we'll see if he answers. If he doesn't answer me, I'm not going. Because if you can't even answer me to like confirm that we 100% are meeting, then we have a problem. I'm not gonna like go on a bike and ride all the way there, stand outside and be like, oh, I wonder, you know. Well, I messaged him a few hours ago. But to be fair, like, he only messaged me today with the time and place. So that's on him. Like, I answered him a few hours after he messaged me the time and place. And then now it's been like maybe 2 hours, I would say, since I messaged him. And he did message me today, but he hasn't messaged me since, like, telling me the 8 o'clock thing. And he's like, I look forward to seeing you tonight. So I'm like, hear me, hello. So for Coco, there's no date because he hasn't answered me. So there may in fact be a stream later. We'll see. So Dirt Digger Dan, if you knew the history of our conversations, I would answer him immediately right away, and he would take like a day to answer me. So then I'm like, whatever, like he's clearly not, you know, that motivated. And then he asked me out and he said, are you free sometime next week? I'll get back to you with the date on the weekend. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Does he get back to me with the date on the weekend? No, he gets back to me on Monday evening and says, how are you free Thursday? And I'm like, no, sorry, I'm actually not. Like I have plans now because like you didn't get back to me on the weekend. And then he doesn't answer me until Thursday comes around. And then he's like, well, how about Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday next week? And I'm like, okay, let's do Tuesday. And then he says, I'll give you time and place closer to the date. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. Doesn't message me again. So that was on like last Friday. Last Friday he says that, we confirmed Tuesday. And he doesn't message me until today, Tuesday, day of, to tell me time and place. So I answered him 2 hours after and said, yeah, sure, sounds good. I didn't even think I was gonna go on this date. Like he didn't even give me the information until the day of, so, right? So it's not me, I'm not the one being rude. I very much have been like, yeah, I'm free, like let me know. So, what am I supposed to do, you know? Like the ball is in his court. He's like, I'll let you know closer to the date. And he lets me know on the date. And then I'm like, okay, like a few hours after he messaged me because I wasn't checking my phone. And then I answer him. I'm like, yeah, sure, that sounds good. He never answers me again. I'm like, okay. So then I send him a message now because we're supposed to meet in like 45 minutes. And he still hasn't messaged me, so. But regardless, I don't really care because I do my makeup every day anyway, so I'll just do something else. Go for a walk or something. Like the lighting looks kind of off in here. Should leave that guy alone. Definitely do something for you. Yeah, I mean, he's not answering me. Like, what the hell? Like, wanted to cancel. Like, just message me and be like, sorry, I actually can't make it anymore. And I'd be like, okay, no worries. Take care. But no, we've got nothing. Ooh, okay, now Dirt Digger dances. I have a horrible attitude. Makes no sense. This guy's a loser. I'm trying to sit in these capris and it's just like they're kind of tight, you know? Gotta wear them out. Oh my god, imagine I'm sitting like this on the date with like a belly hanging out. Thank god for these flops. I agree, Coco. Like, I will say, like, I didn't answer him for a few hours to confirm, so maybe he was like, oh, she hasn't confirmed yet, but it's like, you waited Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days to tell me time and place. So, like, God forbid you have to wait a couple hours for me to be like, yeah, sounds good. Like, what the hell? Just trying to clean this camera off a little bit. But honestly, this guy was giving me disappointing vibes anyways. So we'll see. You think it's the cost of the bell? It's literally not the cost of the bell. All I'm thinking is maybe I didn't answer him like fast enough because he's like fucking weird and like maybe he's like doing something else now or maybe he's taking someone else out. I don't know. Could be anything really. You could speculate forever, but you'll never know because like I don't know this person. But he should just cancel on me if not. I'm gonna message him again. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to answer me. If he doesn't answer me, then I'm gonna message one more time. And then I'm just gonna say like ... If you're not wanting to meet up anymore, just let me know. And then if he never answers me and we don't talk for the rest of the evening, I'm just gonna block him. Because that's the way it has to be. Just fucking annoying. Because when you psych yourself up and you're like, oh yeah, I'll get ready and I'll go. And then this happens, it's like, what the actual fuck? But whatever. I'm a cis and the cis term is not offensive. Oh my god, can we just calm down with these things? Why don't we just have normal conversations? Why would you want to meet a loser? Exactly, I don't. I mean, he's showing his true colors if he doesn't answer me. Sounds like an episode of Dateline NBC. No. Not my phone glitching out. Oh. He just messaged me. He said, you betcha. See you there soon. So there we go. Case closed. Miss Crash Out for nothing. Isn't that so funny? Thank you for being a new Brain Rot member, Amira. You're so sweet. New episode coming out this week. I say every single week for 2 months. But no, it's actually done and I need to post it. I just need to hit publish on it, you know? You going to fook him? You guys are fucked. You're so funny. No, I'm not going to fook him. I'm going to go and be like, hello. Okay, I have to pick an outfit then, you know? Fuck. Okay. Wasn't expecting to actually go. Okay, so I don't want to wear heels. That's kind of not the vibe. What's the fucking vibe? If I'm wearing capris, I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is. Cocktail bar, West End. My kitchen looks like a disaster, so ignore that, but this is what I look like. Let's do like a full mirror selfie so you guys can see the outfit. Is this too casual? The hair is getting greasy. Wow, chopped. Block heels would be cute, but I don't have block heels. I have pointy heels. And I want to cover my toes because I don't have them painted. And I've got toenail fungus on my big toe from doing long distance running. Okay. This is what it looks like with heels. Ready? Is this cute or is it not cute? Is it too intimidating to wear heels? Flip-flops. Those are not it. Why not? I'm not wearing slippers. These are definitely giving like more mature vibes. I don't have a clutch, but I was just gonna wear my like tiny black purse, which I think kind of fits the vibe of a clutch. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, besties, for helping me pick my outfit. Yeah, like this matches, right? And I can just like hold it too, like. I'm giving mom vibes. Capris are back in. They're cute. But you're kind of right. Like I am kind of giving mom vibes. Don't forget your pepper spray. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I gotta head out the door. My date's in like a half an hour, so I'll let you guys know how it goes. Maybe it will go horrible and we'll all laugh about it. Who knows? I'll see you guys later. Love you so much, and thank you for helping me pick my outfit. Trying to figure out how to end this live.